Hey there, fellow gamers. Onerous here with another episode of Let's Learn Dyson Sphere Program, and we are at, I'm not going to say end game. We're at where I'm planning on finishing the game, which is the building of Dyson Sphere. Last episode we put together this little construction here, which is currently doing nothing because we're out of frame materials. We'll sort that out in a minute. Creating rockets. We have a bunch of parts. And we have a Dyson Sphere. Yes, we do. Look at that. So this beautiful little sphere is doing nothing. Now I did do a little bit of research. These numbers here, we've got 6 is the number that are there. 0 is the number that are on the way. This is the cargo rockets. 6 are there. 0 are on the way, and 90 are required. And that is then how many are required to make all this framework. Again here, 6 are there and we need 100, and 6 are there and we need 100. Why this one requires 100 and this one only requires 90? Not sure. Obviously some uneven distribution of things there. And then our cell point, this is the number of solar sails that are needed. So I was a bit iffy on this one, but I assume that means that this center here requires sort of the 600-ish solar sails to fill this whole area. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we got. But we don't want to build it here. That was just a test run. Where we want to build it is over on our beautiful. Was it a blue giant? Yes, a beautiful blue giant with 2.5 luminosity, 2.5 times the luminosity, and it's only 8 light years away. That's pretty close, isn't it? So we need to go over there and we need to set up a way to build this Dyson Sphere at 150 Pisces Australian. What we are going to send over is we're going to send over the cargo rockets because, yes, we're going to need a ton of cargo rockets. We're going to send over solar sails, and then we just need to set up a way to launch those. So we need the EM ejectors, is that what they're called? EM rail ejectors and these vertical launching silos. So we'll obviously need a fair few of these. This is launching 5 a minute. We'll see what our production can support, and we'll kind of try and balance that out. As well as that, we obviously need power. Now I think our nuclear fusion is going to be pretty good. So we did discuss that. It's slightly more fusion power plants than launching sites. And our EM rail injector is comparatively very low on power consumption, but we will need a lot of them. So we're going to need a lot of mini fusion power plants, which also means we're going to need a lot of fuel, which is going to be our Deuteron fuel rods, which means we may have to also increase their production because they are required as part of the cargo rocket. Yes. So all these things combined mean we're going to have quite a problem with materials coming up. And already, what are we short on here? We are short on carbon nanotubes. That's quite interesting because I thought we were smashing nanotubes out with our fire ice production, which is somewhere around here. Oh, not there. No. That looks like something. We're back at science. I've done a big loop, have I? Have I done a big loop? I have. So where are our carbon nanotubes? They are in chem plants, so let's keep an eye out for chem plants. Somewhere around this line, I believe. Gosh, it's all... we've got a lot of stuff. Chem plants. What do we got? Maybe we did it on the south side of the planet. That's probably where I got the confusion happening. See if we can't spot it somewhere around here. This is where we just were. Oh gosh. Where are we bringing in our fire ice? I don't even know. Got too much stuff going on. I did think it was up here somewhere. And we had a couple of rows turning it into carbon, turning it into graphite, and then a couple of rows turning it into nanotubes. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so what's going on here? Are we out of fire ice? We are out of fire ice. Well, that is very interesting. And why are we out of fire ice? I'm going to hazard a guess that our power setup over on Al Nilam has failed us, because it was a bit of a slipshod kind of arrangement that I was hoping was going to work, but maybe just maybe it did not. Because where is our fire ice importer? Yeah. All right. Yeah, you've got nothing. You've got nothing. Okay. Let's go and see if we can't fix that up. We've got a decent amount of materials. Yes. We should grab some more belts just in case we need that. Belt production we saw very recently down here. There it is. Whoa, back down the planet. So let's grab 2,000 belts. There we go. And we've got sorters, we've got assemblers. We should have the things we need. Question whether I want to... Well, let's go over see what the problem is. Let's go over see what the problem is. And in fact, I will preemptively bring with me some mini nuclear power plants. What do I need to build them? I think I need some blue chips, quantum chips. No. We need carbon nanotubes. Well. Alright, well, let's go. Let's just hope for the best. Alright, head over to our friend Al Nilam and see what's going on. Go there. It may also just be a lack of... Like the quantity might just not be enough as well. But let's see if we can get 1,000 meters away and start our warp engine. There we go. All right. So, ooh, look at that planet. That was quite close to the planet. Interesting. I wonder if you warp through it. I don't know. Or you just get caught. We'll find out at some point. Yes. So, let's make sure we don't miss it. We were on Al Nilam 1, I think, for the fire ice. We'll see when we get here. And we're just about there. Somewhere around here. Now, let's have a look at this world. You did not have the fire ice. You did not have the fire ice. You had the fire ice. All right, there's only a million fire ice there, actually. That is... None of these other ones actually have it. Yeah, okay. We may actually just be out of production of fire ice. Because there's only a million. It's probably... We might have lost one of the... we might have lost one of the stacks. One of the veins. One of the veins. And now our actual supply is just not doing it. 20 seconds. Is that worth using a warper? It probably is. We've got a heap of warpers on us, don't we? I thought I was carrying a full stack of warpers. Yeah, we are. Also got a bunch of those. I mean, in future I should be using the warpers a little bit more, just for these short hops, so we're not wasting our time too much. Alright, let's have a look. We've got silicon ore, we've got our one vein over here that has no power. Yeah. That is exactly the issue. Okay, so there was a problem with our crazy power setup, which is where? Our crazy power setup for here is right there. Yep, here it is. Where are we? We are over here. Okay, so now that we've orientated ourselves, we can see what the problem is. You have charged... So, you have 270 in there, but some fool of a person forgot to actually put the filter on that one. And honestly, I don't think anyone's picked that up as of yet. But here we are. Now we have some power, 100% satisfaction. We should see our miners coming back into action, and There we have it. All right. We have fixed the problem quite easily. While I'm here, though, I will go and check Alnilum 1 and just see how our power generation and charging situation there is going. So I want to make sure we haven't backed up on too many empty accumulators, because that was one of my concerns. Was that we would end up with accumulators that we had too much space. All right, got logistics vessels coming in. I wonder if we're seeing any logistics vessels coming from Alpha Leporus. That's probably this one here, coming to get some fire ice. Again, I should just use the warper. Got oodles of warpers now. I'm not worried about their production. Okay. So here, let's orientate ourselves. There we go. We are facing south. A little compass might actually be... Might be helpful. Anyway, here is our power arrangement. We are requesting... yeah, this is what I see as an issue. I think we need this to be maxed out. And hang on, let me think about this. Transport range of vessels is 1 light year. Okay, yes, that is correct. So this needs to be maxed out, so it brings in all the empties from the other planets. I'm just not going to fully max it out just to see what happens. And then we've got all the charge accumulators that we require. All right. Definitely worth checking our optical grading while we're here, just in case I made a similar mistake. 1 AU. I mean, let's just see how quick this would be if I get up to speed first. So it's probably going to be another sort of 20-second trip, whereas if I just drop in here, what do we get? A very quick trip. Very quick trip. All right, that's good to know. This guy looks like it's actually working. Yeah, it is. All right. This guy was set up fine, which is interesting because I thought I copied and pasted these. Across the various sites, but maybe I didn't. He is also at 100% satisfaction. This is our stone mining, and our optical grading crystals are they're just maxed out. All right. I'm happy with that. We've sorted out the issue of the fire ice. It was a power-related problem. We've got a bunch of cargo vessels coming in to help us now. I'm a little worried about the amount of power I have, whether I'm actually going to have enough power to get to Alpha Leporus 1 on warp speed, but we'll see. Hit that 1,000. There we go. I just hit tab. Did that just automatically select that as my target? Oh no, I see. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good to know. Tab changes away from the direction while you're in flight. So if I select there and hit tab, look at that, I got... Let's pin it. Alright, back home we go. Why is my speed dropping? Because I'm getting close? Maybe. Where are we? Totally missed that one. We're still 2 AU away, so let's burn another warp engine. There we go. Alright, now we can pick up some speed. Our fuel is... Our charge is very low, but we'll be alright. Okay. We're back on the planet. Now let's check what is happening with our graphene. What is happening with our graphene is I've again lost where it is. Where are we? This is... Okay, got to orientate myself by the science, because I always remember where that is. So we should be just over here. And look at that. We are back up and running. We've got our fire ice coming in. Yes, that's great. It does kind of look like an upgrade here might be worthwhile. I'm sure I would have made sure that these ratios were correct. But, you know, you never know. It's always good just to get these things going. There we go. Probably don't need all these belts with Mark III belts. In fact, I definitely do not. Look at that. That's crazy. We probably just get away with one for each. But we now have some level of nanotubes in, and yeah, we're straight away we're using them all. That's okay. In fact, it's really good. It's really good. So that should fix our frame problem. Should be getting frames being built. Frames being built. Yep, I can see stuff happening. Oh gosh, the flying. There we go. Yeah, we've got frames coming in, and we've got frames going out. Auto saving. There we go. Frames going out. Very slowly, very, very slowly. So we are not storing any frames, but that is okay. That is okay because we don't actually need frames for anything. It's these guys that are key. First of all, solar sails, which we seem to be making a fair few of, but judging by that triangle we needed 600. So we're going to need way more than that. I could put some storage in here actually. Might do that. We probably can't go very high. Because of vertical construction. Oh, it's actually the end of the vertical construction. Is that what it said? See the max height of vertical construction. I'm surprised it let us actually do that, which is okay. Not complaining. I could make a couple of these. Let's do that. And I'll put one in and one out here. So how many trips a second are these doing? They're doing 6 a second. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is going to be a lot of solar sails. Let's calm down just a wee bit, because what are these stacked to? It looks like 200. Let's just throw a few in here. Yeah, they stack to 200, and this is 10, 2,000. This is 6,000 in here. That's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Our research for the extra 15% is done. We still don't need that one, so let's do another 15 degrees. So that'll get us up to 45 degrees. We're slowly... we've only got, what, 3 more? 3 more will get us to a full Dyson Sphere, yeah. Okay. Presumably, I believe this has gone up. I think it was 2,000, 3,000, and now it's 4,000, so... The science cost is definitely increasing pretty quickly. So this is going to give us... This is 5,000 in here. We said there's 6,000 in each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 24,000. There's 30,000 solar sails, which is a decent cost of materials. But just judging by what we've done, we are going to need that many. Whether we can actually use them that quickly, that's a different question entirely. So, production of frame materials is happening. Sorry, Dyson Sphere parts, but it's only rockets. It's only rockets that these are actually used for. It's only rockets these are used for. So if we actually start producing rockets here, we are going to need another one of these. We are going to need another one of those. And I'm not going to shift click it because I've learned from my mistakes. There we go. All right, so we get the Dyson Sphere components from there. We got to bring in Deuteron fuel rods and chips. Now, our chip situation is still pretty dire. That is definitely something we need to ramp up 100%. However, in saying that, I think we do want to bring some chips over here, and we do want to bring some fuel rods, Deuteron fuel rods. Again, yeah, we don't want to have too many. We'll pop some of the few remaining of these guys that we have. We really need to go back to Alnilam and fix that up. Yep, get you to come over to, where is that corner spot? There it is. And finally, we are going to be having cargo rockets here. Plant fuel. Ooh, there's still, now, interestingly, there's still a bunch of things here that we haven't researched. Supposedly. But we'll see how we go. All right. Let's leave some room here. Let's just turf this Vainsbury. Yeah, let's just turf that titanium for now. And I'm going to leave a bit of expansion for that, and maybe we'll start making the cargo rockets up here. So cargo rockets are made in assemblers, of course. 6 seconds. They take 6 seconds. If we made one a second, which I think is outrageous as far as what we can actually supply at the moment, particularly with the parts, but if we were to aim for one a second, and the rocket launch, so the vertical launch silo can do 5 a minute. That is, we would have 60 a minute, which means we would need 12 vertical launch silos. I feel like that is a pretty good sort of thing to aim for. Judging by what we've done, that's kind of one node. That's almost one node a second. I don't know how many nodes we are going to need to make, because it does seem like we're going to need to make a lot. And depending on the pattern we use, maybe probably the bigger cell area will mean less nodes. Well, we'll see how we go. Long story short, I only want to make one a second, which is 6 assemblers. 6 assemblers making these. Looks like we can fit power poles between those ones. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, we sure can. Beautiful. All right, and then one there. So these guys are going to be making cargo rockets, small carrier rockets. Are there big carrier rockets? Who knows? Who knows? So you need 4 Deuteron fuel rods. It doesn't really matter at this point. But we will still, for the sake of consistency, we'll put the fuel rods on the inside and then the other things on the outside. That's one of the other things. That'll be the parts, because we've got to bring the parts in from over here. There and there, like that. This is going to be the fuel rods, like that. And then coming out here is going to be CPUs, which is, boy, it's a costly thing. Yeah, let's make sure we're actually following that curve. There we go. And these guys here can disappear, and then naturally we need to run that in there. And no surprises, we have absolutely no CPUs. So CPUs are our bottleneck. For now, it's probably specifically some kind of material that is bottlenecking the CPUs, but we'll have a look at it. At least we'll have the infrastructure in place, making a ton of solar sails. Make them pretty quickly, which is nice. What are their material requirements? Yeah, it's just graphene. And then over here, I think 5,000 of these. 5,000 of these, making one a second. I mean, that's like basically 1,000 seconds, which is basically 2 hours-ish, something like that. Is that right? 1,000 seconds divided by 60 is, yeah, kind of 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours to fill that with our setup here. I don't think we need to put any storage there, is where I'm going with this, whereas these guys are filling up very fast. Okay, back to our current concern, CPUs. So we've got no CPUs at all, and we did ramp up our CPU production, but it does look like there is a dearth of silicon again. A lack of silicon, which is leading to a lack of these guys. Yeah. So it is silicon. Silicon is the problem. Where is our tower that is bringing silicon in? All right, let's have a look if the external supply of silicon is maintaining, and it is definitely not. We do not have enough coming in remotely. So I believe now we can get some silicon over here. Yeah, we can still get... Oh, we are actually already mining that at a reasonable rate. Let's go over and have a look. Let's go over and have a look. How are we doing for time, by the way? We got 5 more minutes. We've got 5 more minutes. Let's head on back to Alnilam 1 on the way. Alnilam 3. It's definitely not on the way. That is one thing it is not, but we're going to go there anyway. And I'm going to grab some more materials that we may or may not need. At least it's close. At least it's close at the moment. Grab some more materials. Specifically for refining. We probably need a few more smelters. I think that's definitely enough miners, but a few more smelters. Our power situation on Alnilam 3, on Alnilam 4, sorry, I believe it was all solar. And I do have a bunch of solar panels, which I have been reminded many times I should probably get out of my inventory, but, you know, we haven't run into inventory problems for quite some time. Okay, I've got some of these belts that I can get rid of. I've got some of these belts I can get rid of. I've got some of these that I can grab. Some of these probably not required. Oh, yeah, there's fair few of them. Okay, let's grab those couple of thems. A couple of thems as well. And we've got refining. So that'll give us... We need belts to refine. Yeah. We've got what we need. I do want to grab... One of the main reasons why I came over here is to grab some of these guys. And that was starting to get me a little worried when I saw how few we actually had. How many of these do we actually have? Let's have 2 stacks. And I don't like the fact that that wasn't the leftmost one. Okay, got a bunch of also these things here that I should have put away. Look at that, a bunch of things that I should have gotten rid of, but I didn't. Anyway, let's head on over to number 4. Let's go over here, and we'll we'll give a quick warp over there because why not? Speed up a little bit so we get out of the gravity, to that 1,000 meter mark quicker, and then head over here at a reasonable clip. 10 seconds. Where are we? 0.2, 0.1. Yeah, look at that. That's definitely a lot quicker, isn't it? So, silicon. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got 1 silicon vein there, tapped. We've got, yeah. That is, we've tapped all the silicon veins that we have. So we have maximum. Let's have a look at this. We have maximum coverage, and what's our power situation like here? How much power do we have to spare? Close that, please. Give me the power. I'm too far away. All right. Give me the power. We have about 50 megawatts. About 50 megawatts to spare. Do I build some production here? Do I build some production here? Of... Oh no, hang on. I must already have it somewhere. So why is this? Why is this not working? All right, where is said production? Follow this around. Here we go. No, that's not it. Up here. Okay. Got a little bit of iron. We got a little bit of. It's just too slow. It is just too slow. So let's fix that. Let's fix that. You max out your demand, please. You've only got a very small number of rockets, which is probably leading to some of these issues. Otherwise, this would be full up. Yep. All right. Now you are working. And how is our power? Okay, yeah, power's all right. I will, however, probably put in... I'm going to put in a equatorial solar. It would really be nice to find where the existing midpoint is. and match it up, but if I can't see it on this quick... Aha, there it is. All right. Look at that. So that's it there and there. All right, I'll build that off camera because you don't need to see me charge around and doing that. And we are at 30 minutes. But what I want to do is, you know what? I'm actually going to copy this one exactly. We'll get rid of you for just a moment, and there we go. Let's give you a bunch of rockets as well. That's probably too many. Probably too many, but something like that seems like it's going to be required. And let's quickly throw together another smelting array, but this time we're going to build it for the max size. Build it for the max size. All right, you go there. We're going to have basically this times 2, isn't it? Okay, no, it's 30. It's 30 a second, and this uses 1 a second. So we can put 30 of these. We can put 30 of these out. There's 15. And if I were to go, let's get that spacing right. There we go. Another 15 out here. That's 30. All right. We've got those solar panels being dropped out, which is great. So now if we put in our tier 3, bringing out that, and running all the way down to the end here. Yes, please. And then running all the way back up here. And this is half a belt. This is half a belt of silicon. Half a belt of high something or other. High purity silicon, that's the one. Put you out there. You out there, and then that last one. Should have done this with the inserters, shouldn't I? Yep. But you know, I just wanted to get this planned out. And you go that way, and then the last one, we'll bring it out from this one, just so that we can maximize our output of this tower. All right. High purity silicon. Let's get some power poles. Let's get some inserters first, and then we'll some sorters, sorry, and then we'll get the power poles. Mark 2s. I mean, why not? That there. Nope, that last one can't go there. We'll go there and there. That's the better looking one, isn't it? And then in on the middle. Perfect. All right. Let's get you coming out here. Like so. Now if I can just actually see it all, that would be nice. Get you out to that one. Alright, get you out to there, and out to there. Beautiful. Alright, that is another full belt of silicon, high purity silicon, once we actually power it up. Which is the main concern. Let's go on this side like this. There we go. All right. I feel like the microphone might be cutting in and out a little bit. Sorry about that. Or is that just I don't think that's sound artifacts of the game. Anyway, and look, as we can see, suddenly our power supply satisfaction is not great, and we'll sort that out. But now we have a bunch more available, and we're still not keeping up. We are still not keeping up. All right, I'll off camera. I'm going to build another one of these, another row of these, and in fact, I'm just going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to go around and place all these solar panels. You know, they're things that don't need to be done on camera. And once we've done this, we'll have hopefully a bit more silicon, and we can start ramping up some other things. And then we'll find other issues like iron and copper and so on and so forth until we get to a point where we're making 1 carrier rocket a second. That is my current goal. So, as always, love to hear your comments, and a massive thank you to my wonderful patrons, and I'll catch you next time.